Okay.
In a way, you're
Tell me I'm full of it.
No, I'm
I
not.
love that.
I wouldn't say that. In a way, you're preaching to the choir. We all agree with you.
But see, the choir, and see, I get that all the time. The choir, what the choir has to do. Like I'm here talking. Now, I'm preaching to the choir. How many groups do you know? Can't you have them, can't you have me come in and speak to them? Like I spoke at this education forum, and many of the teachers said the same thing you're saying. I said, well, okay, well, let's spread this and make this bigger. You get me some speaking engagements and I can talk to them, but go ahead.
Well, I'm going somewhere else with this.
Okay, you go right ahead.
I was one of 4 people who founded the Green Party in a place called Bucks County, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And when we 4 people came together, 2 were there for environmental reasons. 1 was there because they were interested in various social reform problems. And the other, or 25%, and as it turned out, that was pretty stable as the group grew, were there for marijuana reform. When the people who wanted marijuana reform to be part of the platform of our county party, the other people said, oh, well, you're hurting our message. So we said, well, we're going to leave if you don't want our message. So then they said, okay, we'll make that a plank in our county program. And they've tried to water that down since. When we went to the state of Pennsylvania and said, we should have a program legalizing marijuana or at least reforming the war on drugs, these are Green Party people. They said, oh, well, you'll hurt our message when we run for office. So we don't have that platform in Pennsylvania. We don't have a drug legalization or drug reform plank in the National Green Party.
Give it time.
Why can't we get that in the National Green Party?
Give it time. Within a year or so, I bet you we have a plank because I'm
Why
pushing
not
it.
now at this annual meeting?
Well-
Why doesn't somebody propose that and make it a plank of our own party?
I have a resolution that I'm
Thank God.
going to hand to the people to hopefully make that.
Thank God.
It takes time to do everything.
We
And
don't
I
convince
understand.
our own people.
I know. I understand. This is why I'm here. This is my first foray into politics. I ran for governor of the state of Connecticut. I had to do it. And it was very rewarding. And I had a ton of fun. So I know what you're talking about, and that's what we're trying to do, move people along. We need to organize on a grand scale, but it's slowly but surely, it's getting there.
Well, as a positive point then.
I have a completely different experience with the Green Party. About way back in 1987, we were running somebody for the state or for the city, and we needed to have a platform. And so we
What
divvied
city
it up
is
for
this?
people to ride it, and nobody would take crime and drugs. And I said, okay, I'll do it.
What city was it?
This is Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
And so I started doing all this research, and I came to the same conclusions you did by just reading this stuff. And I put it in the platform, and I got everybody in Kansas City to agree with it. It's been there ever since, and we put it in the state platform, and it's been there ever since, and it's basically what you're talking about. This has been around
Forever.
for 30 years.
Forever.
Ever since we've had a drug war, there's been an alternative to this, and it makes so much sense. Not only is it right and correct and ethical, but it makes sense
Economically.
economically,
Yes.
well, and morally. So
Yes.
it is not hard to convince people. I mean, even if you really approach it from that really educated, informed sense, they all agree with you.
Well,
You're absolutely correct.
if I
Now,
could, if I could come back on that.
No,
okay.
you got the floor line. Now, before you go on, invite me in to talk to the State Green Party.
My point is, we could make a positive contribution right now by somebody proposing that this becomes a plank for the Green Party USA, and at least bring it to the floor. Now.
You're reading my mind. I got the resolution somewhere right here.
Thank God.
That's my next step. Like I told you earlier, I am a whore for drug policy reform. You heard
It's
me.
very easy to get it in the platform. All you have to do is get your state to propose what you're talking about, and it goes through the process of everybody talking about it, and it would become.
I'm
part
not
of the
from
platform.
Missouri, but
I
you gotta
thought
show
it was.
me.
I mean, I'm sorry, I thought it was already there. So
No,
I'm
it
gonna
isn't.
have to-
Well, it is about ending the drug war,
Yeah,
but
but
that,
not the specific specific.
Not specific.
But not specific.
That was,
We need-
Lion,
It's
did
just a
you?
matter of doing it.
Finish
Yeah,
saying-
no, I'm very happy that you're going to do this.
No, you
I'm very
finished saying what you said?
I'm done.
I don't wanna cut anybody off, and if I do, it's not purposely, it's just, I'm floating.
I'm done.
Yes, sir.
Well, I have a suggestion for the gentleman. Every national committee has 3 representatives from every state. If Pennsylvania already has their 3, you can generally get on as observer. Most committees allow observers to participate, not to vote. Have Pennsylvania put you on the National Platform Committee. The platform is voted on every 4 years of the presidential, so you have till 2008. Go to your state, say, I want to do this. Most committees are begging for people. So even if you can't get on for some reason as a voting member, often you can get on as observer and they let you do the work anyway. So
Right.
if this is that important to you, you can get directly in. Besides the indirect route of trying to go through your state, you can directly work on the actual platform committee.
Well, I think it's important for all of us.
It is.
It is, it's very
I
important.
don't think, I think it's just a matter of doing it. I don't think the Greens would object to it at all.
Well, I've got, it's either in my bag or in the car. I've got the resolution that I've worked out. You can change it the way you want it to read, and we can go from there. It's a
Can you
res-
read it to us?
Huh?
Can you tell us?
It's in the car.
Okay.
It's, you know how resolutions, whereas, da-da-da-da-da, whereas, da-da-da-da, that goes on and on. Yes, sir.
Yes,